Hare Krishna.
Haribol Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Sorry, actually there no one in the temple. Meeting of things.
Okay, no worries. Take your time.
Okay, I'll just do it quickly.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Both sides are showing same thing. Hare Krishna.
Haribol Prabhuji.
Okay, can everyone hear? Yeah.
Can hear you. That's perfect. Thank you, Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya
Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girvardhari
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari.
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girvardhari
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari.
Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana
Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana.
Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana
Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girvardhari
Jai Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari.
Gopi Janavallabha Girvardhari
Jai Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari.
Shodanandana Braja Janaranjana
Pranandana Braja Janaranjana.
Shodanandana Braja Janaranjana
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Madhava Kunja Vihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai.
Jaya
Gauranitai,
Gauranitai Jaya
Gauranitai,
Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai.
Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada,
Hi Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya
Prabhupada,
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Nittai Gaura Hari Bol,
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Nittai Gaur Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Nittai Gaur Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol,
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
श्री गौर निताई की
Jai.
जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रवचनाचार्य स्तोत्र शतक श्री श्रीमद His Divine Grace अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रीला प्रभुपाद की
Jai.
नंतरा श्रीमद्-भागवतम की
Jai.
ये गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की
Jai.
ओ प्रेमानंद.
Hari Hari Bol.
Bol.
Everyone, first of all, my humble apologies for starting today's.
Jai.
I just got bit couple of minutes late, and then I realized that no one is here, so I have to set up this. So because of that, we have started this class a bit late, but we can now Today's verse is from Canto 5, the Creative Impetus, Chapter 1, entitled Activities of Maharaj, Priyavrat, and text number 14. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Om
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam
Namaskritya
namaskritya
Nara Narottamam
Naram Seva
Naram
Narottamam
Javanarottamam.
Narottamam
Vyasam
Saraswati
Devim
Vyasam
Devim
Saraswati
Saraswati
Vyasam
Vyasam.
Tato
Jayam Udhiraye
Tato Jayamudire
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nishtapriyashu
Bhadreshu
Bhadreshu
Yam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam
Nityam
Bhagavata
Bhagavata
Sevaya
Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavati
Bhagavati
Uttama
Uttama
Shloke
Sloke
Bhavati Naistiki.
Bhagavati
Bhagavati
Nestiki.
Nastaki.
Thank you, everyone. So we'll recite the rest words. Yadva Chitantyam Gunakarma Dhama Bihi.
Yadva Chitantyam Gunakarma Dhammavihi.
Yadva Chitantyam Gunakarma Dhama Bihi.
Yadva
Chitantayam
Chitantyam
Gunakarma
Gunakarma Dhammavihi.
Dhamavihi
Sudustarair Vastavayam Suyojitaha.
Sudustareva
Sudustarevavasavayam
Vastavayam
Suyojitaha
Suyojitaha.
Sudustarair Vastavayam Suyojitaha.
Sudustareva
Vayam
Sudustarevavasavayam
Sujojitaha.
Suyojitaha
Sarve Vaham Balim Ishwaraya.
Sarve
Sarve
Vahamo
Vahava
Balim
Balim
Ishwaraya
Ishwaraya.
Sarve Vahamo Balim Ishwaraya.
Sarve
Sarve
Vahamo
Vahamo
Balim
Balim
Ishwaraya
Ishwaraya.
Rota Nisivat Gipade Chatuspadaha.
Rotanai
Rotanasi
Sarvadvipade
Vipade
Chatuspadaha
Chatuspadaha.
Nasiva Dvipade Chatuspadaha.
Rotanasi
Rotanasi Vipade
Nasiva
Chatuspadaha.
Chatuspadaha
Chatuspadaha
Yadva Gunakarma Dhama Bihi.
Yadvachitantyam
Yadvachitantyam
gunakarmadam.
Gunakarmadamabihi
Sudustaraiर्vatsavayam Suyojitaha.
Sudustarevasvayam
Sudustarevasvayam
Sudustarvasvayam
Suyojitaha
Suyojitaha
suyojitaha.
Sarve Vahamo Balim Ishwaraya.
Sarve
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 Vahamo
Vahamo
Balim
Vahamo
Ishwaraya
Balim
Balimishwaraya
Rota Nasiva Dvipade Chatuspadaha.
Rota
Rotanasi
Nasiva
Nasiva
Dvipade
Dvipade
Chatuspadaha.
Chatuspadaha
Chatuspadaha
Yadvachitantyam
Achitantyam
gunakarmadam.
Gunakarmadamibihi
Sudustarevasvayam
Sudustaraiर्vatsavayam
suyojitaha.
Suyojitaha
Sarve Vahamo Balimishwaraya.
Sarve Vahamo Balimishwaraya.
Nasiva Dvipade Chatuspadaha.
Rota Nasiva Dipade Chatuspadaha.
Yadvachitantrayam gunakarmadamavihi.
Yadvachitanitanyam gunakarmadamabhi.
Sudastare vatsa vayam suyojitaha.
Nustare vatsa vayam suyojitaha.
Sarve vahamo bale nishvaraya.
Sarve
Sarve
Vahamo
Vahamo
Balimishwaraya.
Balimishwaraya.
Shiva Chatuspadaha.
Rota Nasiva Dvipade Chatuspadaha.
Padaha. Anyone on the Zoom?
Yadva Chitantyam Gunakarma Dhammavihi.
Yadvachitantyam
Yadvachitantyam
gunakarmadam.
Gunakarmadamibihi
सुदुस्तरेर्वत्स वयं सुयोजितः
सुदुस्तरेर्वत्स वयं सुयोजिताः
सर्वे वहमो बलिमीश्वराय
सर्वे वहामो बलिमीश्वराय
नसीव द्विपदे चतुष्पदा
रोतानसीव द्विपदे चतुष्पदः
यद्वाचितन्त्यं गुणकर्मदामिभिः
यद्वाचितन्त्यां गुणकर्मदामभिः
सुदुश्चरैर्त्वत्स वयं सुयोजिताः
सुदुस्तरैर्वत्सवं सुयोजिताः
सर्वे वहामो बलिमीश्वराय
सर्वे बलिमीश्वराय
प्रोतानशीव द्विपदे चतुष्पदः
रोतानसीव द्विपदे चतुष्पदः यद्वाचितन्त्या गुणकर्मदामभिः सुदुस्तरैर्वत्स वयं सुयोजिताः
वयं सुयोजिताः
सर्वे वहामो बलिमीश्वराय
बलिमीश्वराय
रोतानसीव द्विपदे चतुष्पदः
रोतानशीव द्विपदे चतुष्पदः
यद्वाचितन्त्यां गुणकर्मदमाभिः
यद्वाचितन्त्यां गुणकर्मदामभिः
सुदुस्तरैर्वत्स वयं सुयोजिताः
सुदुस्तरैर्वत्स वयं सुयोजिताः
सर्वे वहामो बलिम् ईश्वराय
सर्वे
प्रोतानसीव द्विपदे चतुष्पदः
रोतानसीव द्विपदे चतुष्पदः
Okay, thank you. So we'll recite word to word. Yat of whom? Vachi.
Vachi.
Instruction.
In the form of Vedic instruction.
Tantyam. Long rope.
To a long rope.
Of quality.
Of
Dharma.
Dharma.
Dhamabihi. By the ropes.
By the ropes.
Dustarai.
Sudustarai.
Very difficult to avoid.
Very difficult to avoid.
My dear boy.
What's my dear boy?
Vayam.
Suyojitaha. Are engaged.
Sarve.
All. Vahamaha. Carry out. Balim. Orders to please him. Ishwaraya.
Unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Bound.
Being bound. Nasi. In the nose. Eva. Like. Dvipade.
The two-legged driver.
The two-legged driver. Chatushpada.
The four-legged.
The four-legged.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace. Abhay Charnaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The Prabhupada ki.
Hey.
Translation after me. My dear boy.
My dear boy.
My dear boy.
All of us are bound.
All of us are
bound.
By the Vedic injunctions.
By the Vedic injunctions.
The divisions of Varna Ashrama.
To the divisions of Varna Ashrama.
According to our qualities and work.
According to our qualities and work.
These divisions are difficult.
These divisions are difficult
To avoid.
To avoid.
Why?
Because they are scientifically arranged.
Because they are
Because they are
scientifically arranged.
scientifically arranged.
We must therefore
We must
We must
therefore
carry out our duties of
therefore
Varnashrama Dharma
carry out
carry
our
our
duties
duties
of
of
Varnashrama Dharma.
Varnashrama Dharma.
like bulls obliged to move
Like bulls obliged to move
according to the direction of a driver,
according to the
According to
direction
the
of a
direction
driver,
of a driver,
pulling on ropes
pulling on
pulling on
ropes
rope,
knotted to their nose.
knotted to their
knotted to
nose.
their noses.
Thank you. So the purport is here in these words. No purport. The words Tantyam, Gunakarma, Dhamabhi are very important. We each get a body according to our association with the gunas, the qualities or modes of material nature, and we act accordingly. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, the four orders of the social system, namely Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, are arranged according to guna and karma, their qualities and work. There is some controversy about this. However, because some say that since one receives a body according to the guna and karma of his past life, it is one's birth that determines his social status. Others say, however, that one's birth according to guna and karma of his past life is not the essential consideration, since one can change his guna and karma even in this life. Thus they say that the four divisions of the social order, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, should be arranged according to the guna and karma of this life. This version is confirmed in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam by Narad Muni. While instructing Maharaj Yudhishthira about the symptoms of guna and karma, Narad Muni said that these symptoms must govern the divisions of society. In other words, if a person born in a family of Brahmana had the symptoms of a Shudra, he should be designated as a Shudra. Similarly, if he has Brahminical qualities, he should be designated a Brahmana. The Varnashrama system is scientific. Therefore, if we accept the divisions of Varna and Ashrama according to Vedic instructions, our lives will be successful. Unless human society is thus divided and arranged, cannot be perfect. As stated in the Vishnu Puran 389, Varnashrama Charavata Purushena Parapuman Vishnur Aradhyate Pantaha Nanya Tatkosha Karanam. The Supreme Personal Godhead Lord Vishnu is worshipped by the proper execution of prescribed duties in the system of Varna and Ashram. There is no other way to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One must be situated in the institution of four Varnas and Ashramas. All of human society is meant to worship Lord Vishnu. At the present moment, however, human society does not know that this is the ultimate goal of perfection of life. Therefore, instead of worshipping Lord Vishnu, people have been educated to worship matter. According to the direction of modern society, men think they can advance in civilization by manipulating matter to build skyscrapers, big roads, automobiles, and so on. Such a civilization must certainly be called materialistic because its people do not know the goal of life. The goal of life is to reach Vishnu. But instead of reaching Vishnu, people are bewildered by the external manifestation of the material energy. Therefore, progress in material advancement is blind. And the leaders of such material advancement are also blind. They are leading their followers in the wrong way. It is best, therefore, to accept the injunctions of the Vedas which are mentioned in these words as Yad Vachi. In accordance with those injunctions, everyone should find out whether he is a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, and should thus be educated accordingly. Then his life will be successful. Otherwise, all of human society will be confused. If human society is divided scientifically according to Varna and Ashrama, and if the Vedic directions are followed, one's life, regardless of his position, will be successful. It is not that Brahmanas will be elevated to transcendental platform, but not the Shudras. If the Vedic injunctions are followed, all of them, Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras, will be elevated to the transcendental platform, and their lives will be successful. The injunctions in the Vedas are explicit directions from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The example cited in this verse is that Bull tied by ropes in their nostrils move according to the direction of the driver. Similarly, if we move according to the instructions of Vedas, the perfect paths for our life will be set. Otherwise, if we do not move in that way, but act according to our whimsical ideas, our lives will be spoiled by confusion and will end in despair. Actually, because people at the present moment are not following the instructions of Vedas, they are all confused. We must therefore accept this instruction by Lord Brahma to Priyavrat as the factual scientific direction leading to the success of life. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 16:23. Ya shastra vidhim utsrijya vartate kama karatah nasa siddhim avapnoti na sukham na param gatim. If we do not live according to the injunctions of the Shastras, the Vedas, we shall never achieve success in life. To say nothing of happiness or elevation to the higher status of living. So that ends today's purpose. Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmritam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Ivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Priya Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay. So I'll read quickly the today's verse again. Yadva chitantyam gunakarma dhama bhi sudusturayvatsavayam sayojitah sarve vahamo valim ishvaraya prota nasiva jupade chatuspadah. My dear boy, all of us are bound by the very injunctions to the divisions of Varnashrama according to our qualities and work. These divisions are difficult to avoid because they are scientifically arranged. We must therefore carry out our duties of Varnashrama like bulls obliged to move according to the direction of our driver. So this verse, as we can see that one particular word which Prabhupada is repeated many times in purport. Can anyone guess? Varnashrama. This verse talks about Varnashrama. And Prabhupada, even though he has very limited time, still he set up Varnashrama, but when he was living, he said that he had done 50% of his service, 50% still remaining, and that is Varnashrama setup. Though Prabhupada initiated it from New Vrindavan, many other farms, communities started, but that was not, because Prabhupada was limited, he had limited time, so that was not in full execution. So now coming back to, we see that why here Priyavrat Maharaj, you see the activities of Maharaj Priyavrat is the topic. So why today's show is, as we all know, when the dynasty or when the lineage of Uttarapat finished, so there was no proper or qualified kings were there. So then Priyavrat Maharaj was still there on the planet. So then they approached Priyavrat Maharaj, now you rule the kingdom. And imagine if a person like Priyavrat Maharaj, he has seen generations of his brother's side, why he want to enter? Like Bhishma Pitama, when he was asked to get married, he said, I have taken a vow of being brahmachari, I am living very happy celibacy, life of a celibacy, why I should enter? Similarly, he had the same doubt, why should I get into this family life? Then sometimes some services, it is like he has to do like do a great service for human society. So someone has to be a ruler. So then who came to convince him? And Brahma. Brahma came. Because there many people were persuading him to get married, but he didn't. Now, from that context, if you see why they were asking Priyavrat Maharaj, see, Narad Muni would have done, Brahma would have done, he would have created another set of, Manu and Shatarupa, like how he created a human, this thing was started. But here the point is, it's not that. Sometimes, as a devotee, some services, of course, some services people want to do, they love to do the service. But some services, some devotees don't have that capacity or don't have that inclination. So they try to avoid. But the higher purpose, if the service comes, and particularly from the authority, whether we like it or not, it's good to do it. That is one of the instructions. And then from Prithum Maharaj, we see, Priyavrat Maharaj, again, he has got a very exalted dynasty, great devotees have come in. So if Priyavrat Maharaj would have not done it, not followed the instruction, the order of his spiritual master or his grandfather, so that he would have not had that great personalities now. That's one. And second, coming back to Varnashrama. Varnashrama, Prabhupada says Varnashrama technically is not spiritual. There is Varnashrama which is material, which is also Daivi Varnashrama, which is spiritual. But what is Varnashrama? The benefit of Varnashrama is if everyone, based on their psychophysical nature, if they engage in their own service or their own activities, then people are happy. Now, if you see today, people are earning thousands of dollars, they might be earning millions. And Prabhupada gives this example that 5 days people go to work hard, and Friday evening comes, they go to a bar. Why? They want to drink and forget what all they have done in last 5 days. And they don't want to remember. Similarly, if it is, why? Because they are trying to, this is the escapism mentality is there in most of the people in this Kali Yuga. Because we are not following Varna and Ashram. We are not following our heart. Today, if anyone is working hard, the reason they are working hard just to maintain the status quo, just to maintain their lifestyle. Okay, he has got big house, I should have. He has got so much money, I should have this. He has got that. So we are all running after someone else. Like one of my god brothers says, very nice. This is when I came to Krishna consciousness, I heard and I still meditate on this point. He said, today people buy things which they don't need. With money, they didn't earn. And for people whom they don't like. Now people, they earn, they spend money which they didn't earn when it's credit card. Now, how many of us got houses on mortgage? Most of us. There's hardly anyone who paid everything upfront and says, this is my house. Most of us are. That means the money is not yet earned. It will be earned in next 20 years or 30 years. If bank is very happy, they can do 30 years. So that is, money is not earned, but still we are holding it. Then things what we don't need. Today, if you see, even sometimes I see, particularly when we do clean up of house, see so much of nonsense is there. And one day in GTG school, Jai Śrīmad said that kids can bring their own things and they can put as a auction, people can buy it. Then one devotee told me, it is like my house, kachra is moving into another house. I've got so much nonsense at my place. What I do, I'll bring it here and someone else who likes, they take it. But actually, if you see, it's so much of accumulation. Like in the last 8-9 years, we're living in a house. But before that, whole like at least 10 to 12 years, I was in a unit, 2-bedroom apartment. I had enough. Today, 4 bedrooms, still not enough. Garage is full. Everywhere. And then when I see that, the accumulation comes so much that sometimes it overwhelms. It's very difficult. That means things we don't even need. Sometimes my wife buys things for when we had a daughter. She was buying things because we'll have a son later and further. Said, you don't even see whether son comes or not. When he comes, you don't know. That is the mentality of human. That is what we want to. It's good that Krishna, some are blessed, we have a son. If we don't, unnecessary accumulation. And then third thing is, people we don't like. Because today, as I said, people have this, either they buy things or they do things out of jealousy. Okay, he has got this car, I should have. He has got this house in that particular suburb, which is very expensive, I should do it. Everyone runs after. So where is happiness? And obviously someone may be blessed because of their karma. They are blessed, they have money, they have intelligence, they can do it. But a person who doesn't have that intelligence, doesn't have that, still he is persuading for that. So where is the happiness? That's why working 5 days hard, then they says it's not enough. Then they also take another job. Maybe if kuch weekend mein mil jayega, I can do it. I can drive Uber, I can earn money. So, but if you come back, the Varnashrama system was so scientific. When Prabhupada says, or even in the Bhagavatam, it says scientific means it focuses on a person's psychophysical nature. If person is very intellectual, he don't have to, as here Prabhupada also writes in purport, he don't have to be born in a Brahmana family. And Prabhupada broke that Varnashrama in our ISKCON, if you see. He has given Brahmana initiation to Westerners. Many people were not in favor of that, but Prabhupada did it. Because that is real Varnashrama. So the person who has got capacity of acquiring or have this acquiring knowledge propensity, then they should be considered Brahmana and give them certain responsibilities in society that they can do their job very nicely. And then many times it so happens that if they like what they are doing, they don't get frustrated. Like, I don't want to make this place materialist, but there is one movie people can relate to. In that movie, this father spends so much money and sends his son to a very prominent schools, engineering schools in India. And then son has zero inclination for that. He don't want to be an engineer and he want to be a photographer. And his father says, what is there in photography? If you work hard also, how much money you can earn? But if you pass out from this engineering college, which has got great rapport of bringing a lot of companies, you'll get a nice placed nicely in society, people respect. And this son, after some time, he got so frustrated, he tells his father, it doesn't matter. I might be earning less money, but I'll be happy. But thing which I don't like, I have been studying for so long just to please you. If I go to work, I'll be the worst engineer because my heart is not there. Let me go pursue where my heart is. So that's what Varnashrama teaches. Okay, if this person has got this inclination, let him give that. But unfortunately, over a period of time, that Varnashrama is Kali Yuga has come and then people corrupted. Then Varnashrama was restricted only if you are born in a Brahmana family, then you are Brahmana. You are born in a Kshatriya family, you are a Kshatriya. Born in a Vaishya family, you are Vaishya. But today, technically that was the system. And there are many people, they are born in very, very, like Shudra family, but they are very content when they have some, if they study, if they acquire some knowledge, they're happy in that. A Brahmana person, like I was hearing a story, he's a Brahmana, but he became a big businessman. He gets happiness there. So it depends on whatever the nature, if they engage properly, and then because they are doing what they are liking, then slowly this Daivi Varnashrama can be introduced to them. Because they are happy, they are not pursuing, they are not competing with others, they are satisfied. One thing is they're content. When they are content, then they can be taught, okay, slowly introduce them to Krishna consciousness or even doing some kind of devotional things, then that will change them. But today, as Prabhupada writes here, because everyone is running after, they are not following Varnashrama. And even many people, they say, in India, I sometimes hear these debates, people, they say, the reason many of the Hindus reject Hinduism because in Hinduism there is a concept of division. based on caste. Now, if you see, where is a division? Where is not division? Everywhere is a division. Like if you go to university, there is a professor who is teaching. There are some people who are managing things. The construction is happening. There are proper rooms. Everything is managed. There are some people like Prabhu. They go and get business. They go and do marketing of the university. And there are some people who are assisting everyone. Where is not Varnas? Varnas are still there. But that has been misused or misrepresented. Now Varnashram people as call it, abuse it. And but that is because those who are holding this higher position, they spoiled it, unfortunately. I had one friend. He is very proud of Brahmana. He's born in a Brahman family and he has this, Geneva, everything he does. One day he took me to one restaurant. There also there's some drinks. And he ordered a drink. And then obviously what happens when you are drinking, then people have this pressure, nature's call. He went into the call, attend the call, and he turned that thing onto the ear. After he came, I said, okay, either you drink or you don't do this. You are showing you're setting example that you are Brahman, that's fine. And he still till today he is doing it. But he wants his son to be a pujari. So father is like this. Where is the son? Because as parent is the first guru, is seeing his father. What will the son will do? That's unfortunate. But the good thing is, even in Kali Yuga, even we are not that bad. The situation we have devotees like Prabhupada and many other acharyas. They have come and they showed this path that even whatever is worst also there is something best we can achieve. And if you follow Varna, that's good. But even above Varna is Varnashrama is Bhakti. If you do Bhakti, like many devotees in our community, they may be Brahmanas, but their job they do. If anyone is doing job, is a Shudra. It doesn't matter. You may be a CEO, you may be a whatever. You are a Shudra because you are earning money. You are working for someone is Shudra. But there is a person who is just doing some kind of teaching work. He's getting some paid. He's Brahmana by nature. But if he's getting paid, he's again Shudra. So there is but because of Prabhupada, we have given this great opportunity that even we can do our material activities, material things to just keep our body and mind together, soul together, body, soul and mind together, and then pursue Krishna consciousness, which is beyond this. And Bhakti is not dependent on Varna and Ashrama. In fact, Varna Ashrama is dependent on Bhakti. If someone is following Varna Ashrama, eventually they have great opportunity to become a devotee. But Bhakta doesn't need Varna Ashrama. But again, don't take otherwise. Bhakta don't have to follow. But for Bhakti, Varna Ashrama is not needed. If someone is doing Bhakti, that's fine. In fact, one of Prabhupada disciples asked Prabhupada that we born in a Western family, we didn't follow anything, whatever Vedic, samskaras. Even our parents also died. We never offered anything oblations. Then Prabhupada said that's all not needed. You are a devotee, you just do your Shraddha. If you want to do Shraddha, that's up to you. But he said if you're chanting Hare Krishna and once in a year anyway you do something, you do it and pray Krishna that they get a better, given a better destination, that's more than enough. So in a way, we are in a very fortunate situation. We don't have to do all those. Actually, if you see what Varnashrama we have to follow, it's too much. Today we can't even follow all those things. Like if Grahastha, they have to perform Havan every day at home. Or is it practically possible? So in Kali Yuga, sometimes even though we are in such situation, in times where so much excuse or so much leniency has been given to us. And If you don't do all this, if you don't follow those things, if you just follow what Prabhupada has given to us, chanting Hare Krishna, studying scriptures, Bhagavatam, and do little bit of just invite someone home and speak about Bhagavad Gita and Krishna, connect them to Krishna. That's more than enough. That is our real service. Because eventually Varna Ashrama is meant for a person to gradually uplift from animalistic life to human and human life to good human. But bhakti is not keeping them there in the good human, because being a good human is also a mode of goodness. But bhakti takes them beyond, which is transcendental. And if we have given something beyond, then we can make use of it. And another point I was seeing, that because people are so much have no knowledge, such civilization, according to directions of modern society, men think they can advance in civilization by manipulating matter to build skyscrapers, big roads, automobiles, and so on. Such civilization must certainly be called materialistic, because its people do not know the goal of life. Like Bhagavatam also says, what is Srama eva kevalam. Vishwaksena kataiva, no padyadrati. I forgot the first one. Dharma swanashita pumsam, Krishna, Dharma swanashita pumsam, Vishwaksena kata suya, no padyadrati, Srama eva kevalam. If anyone is performing whatever occupation they are doing duties, if it doesn't give rise to hearing Krishna Katha, then all their hard work, all their life achievements are Shramaya Kyod, just waste of time. Whereas if you have just developed bhakti, what is the text words? The bhakti should be unmotivated and uninterrupted. Ahetukya pratihata, yayatma suprajita. So if you perform, no. Yayatma suprasita.
Savai Pumsa.
Savai Pumsa Paro Dharma.
Savai
Yadoksit Adoksuja. Aituki Pratita Yatma Suprasiddhati.
Savai Pumsa Paradharma. So what is the paradharma of all Pumsa, all human beings? Just to engage in service. And that is what gives us happiness. Today, human society is searching for happiness. Sometimes when they can't find a drink and they want to forget, because they are looking for something in a wrong place. They are looking for happiness. As Prabhupada says, if someone is running for water in mirage, you can't find it. But mirage is true, desert is true, and also water is true. But the place is wrong. People are looking for water in the desert, which is a mirage. It's just illusion. Similarly, happiness, looking for happiness is not wrong, but the place where we are looking is wrong. And through Varnashrama system, we can actually understand. It gives rise to that, gives us enough intelligence that we can look into right. We can pursue it in the right direction, and then we can be happy. And that is what that is the success of life. As Prabhupada writes in the purport few times, what is success of life? That when we understand what is the goal of life. And that comes by following our dharma. And when dharma is giving rise in hearing Krishna Katha, then people will be pleased. Like in olden days, even if you in South India, many temples outside temple there is a huge kind of pandal, there's like big platform, and there is open space. Now it's not happening, but in olden days I have seen that every day evening some kathakar will come and do katha. It may be Ram Lila, Krishna Lila, or sometimes people have the kirtans, nice kirtan, kacheri, and that is only these kirtans are for glorification of Lord. But unfortunately, that has taken different direction, and now people are learning music just to sing movie songs. But previously, music means it's arts. It's very meant only for glorifying Krishna. And there it says that people, they at the end of the day they come to temple, they take darshan of the Lord, and outside they sit and hear. And they say sometimes some family disputes are resolved by sitting there and hearing katha. And one such katha I was hearing. He says that there are two brothers, they are having fight because father left and they had some land. And this brother said, because I started working before, so I should get a bigger land. Younger brother said, no, your father spent money on you also, so I should get a bigger land. So they are fighting, and it was very not a good day. But then they went, and in olden days, this was a very good culture also. People, when they are come home, for some reason they go to temple. Either their mind is not, its mind is disturbed, or if they are very happy, something, they need a reason to go to temple. And then they went to temple, and one brother sitting this corner hearing Ram Katha, this other brother sitting this corner in Ram Katha. And that day it happens to be a time where Bharata comes to take Rama back to Ayodhya. And the episode is where Bharata comes and says, Lord Ram, this is your kingdom. I am just a caretaker, and I'm bringing it back to you. This is your kingdom, your citizens, you take it. Then what Rama does? No, I have taken a vow of a Vanvasi, I can't go. So he gives him back. And then Bharata takes as a Mahaprasad, and then he takes his shoe also. So when this whole episode was the Kathakar of the way he's speaking, these two brothers' heart melted. That here a brother got the opportunity of ruling the entire kingdom like Ayodhya, but the brother is giving that this is not mine. This actually the real person who it belongs is Rama. And Rama, when he was given, Rama saying no, because I have taken a vow, I can't come. So when Rama is foregoing his kingdom and Bharata is foregoing, can't I give a little bit of land for my brother extra if he wants? His younger brother, if he is happy. These are kathas were arranged in such a way in society that people used to hear and they resolve their issues. But today, unfortunately, instead of Krishna Katha, what we do, people hear, they watch some movies. What is outcome? Unfortunately, they're fighting, killing, the same fight, killing happening at home. And we say, I want to be peaceful. How you be peaceful? There is no possibility. So this is so instead of going out, but if we can work out our families, work according to this Krishna consciousness, that's the biggest help we can do it to the society. Like when we do it, obviously people get attracted. They wanted to know why your family is happy. Like one person, it's a true story. He's a Westerner. He's from a very rich family, American boy. He comes to India and he says, I want to live in, it was, if I'm not wrong, it's Varanasi. Says, I want to stay here. Because this boy, mother died when he was young and he never had mother's love. And he says, and he heard about that the real mother love, or people in India, there's such a strong culture of family, that father, mother, kids, they are all living with, they have so much love. He wanted to go to India and he came to India and he said, he was looking, who is my mother? No, we go for shopping, but he was looking for mother. And there is one lady he found whom he somehow felt like motherly, and she went and told her husband that I want to be in your house as a son. I can give you this much money. The husband said, okay, come. And later on, this boy, they are treating him as a son, and everything, how their son, they are taking care of him. He was like that. And then for 2 years or 3 years he stayed. He learned not only culture, he learned language, everything. I went back, when he was going back to America, he was so grateful. Because that was a great culture. And same culture, even Christianity, they say, a family prays together, stays together. And same thing applies for our Krishna conscious families. If you want to stay together, if you can take out some time and study scriptures together or do kirtan, that's the best thing. Kids can also participate. Sometimes you read, kids may not want to hear, it's boring for them, but kirtan is everyone can take it. We do kirtan for 15, 20 minutes or half an hour, depends on the kids' appetite. That's more than enough. That's how it's we can progress in the path of bhakti. So it's time. Okay. So I'll stop here if anyone has any corrections, any questions and doubts. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Time, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for class today.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
That was so nice. I really appreciated that, Prabhu. It actually brought up a couple of questions for myself, I think, because it kind of carries on from the class that I gave that we heard on when was it? Thursday. And we were so verses 12, 13, no, 11, verses 11, 12, and 13 were really, really cram-packed with information, really packed. And what you mentioned today, it kind of picked up on a point where I was trying to get to, and I couldn't quite articulate. So I'm really, really appreciative of your class, Prabhu.
Okay.
Our Varnashram system allows for Westerners to become guru. And yet, Prabhu, I've been to India a few times, and my previous in-laws were Hindu. And I couldn't even go into some Hindu temples. And certainly when I went to Jagannath Puri, I wasn't allowed to go in. Obviously, devotees aren't allowed in there. But I don't want to confuse it. I'm just trying to say that in our Varnashram system, Westerners can be guru, but in India, and I think within Hinduism, who I think also follow Varnashram, I'm not allowed to participate in some aspects of their religion. So I guess I want to know, what's the difference?
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Prabhupada already answered that thing in this purport. He was saying that there is some people say that if someone is born in a Brahmana family, they take them as Brahmanas. And no matter what whether they follow the rules and regulations or not, they are Brahmanas. Similarly, those who are, but there are some people they say it's all depends on the one's guna and karma. So those people who don't allow participating, the Westerners, because they are still hung on to those rudimentary things, that whatever their generations of the ancestors are following, they are following. But if you see what Prabhupada has done, actually it's what Prabhupada is very radicalist. He has done so many things which very, very people can't accept. But if you look at it, many people now accepting, not only ISKCON, but other sampradayas also, not the Varna, not the Vaishnava sampradaya, but other places. There are many gurus are coming out, those who are not from Indian background. Like in Shiva sampradaya, those who are worshippers of Shiva, there is I think in Ghana, they are building a huge temple of Lord Shiva, and it is from Shankara Sampradaya. So now slowly people are accepting. Earlier, people, but see, it will take it's like thousands of years. People are following Brahmana son is being a Brahmana. Now that to change that thing, it will take some time. But the good news is from Prabhupada time, if you look at it, he has given what to speak of Westerners, Brahman. He has given make them a sannyasi also. He made them guru, and then he gave Gayatri mantra to women. That was never heard of. It was never heard. And that's why many Hindus, they didn't accept Prabhupada as a, they thought Prabhupada is breaking Sanatan Dharma. But Prabhupada saw that this is future, this is what going to happen. And looking at the future, Prabhupada has given this. But in Kali Yuga anyway, Kalo Shudra Sambhava, everyone born in Kali Yuga is Shudras only. So it doesn't matter if Shudra born in India or Shudra born in America or Australia. But if they are given proper education, through Krishna consciousness, they can be elevated to Brahmana or even a Vaishnava platform. And considering that, Prabhupada has done this. Now there are many some not sampradayas exactly, but like Shankara Sampradaya or other places, they are giving sannyas, even Guru Diksha to a Westerners also. Westerners also become gurus, not just ISKCON. But it will take some time, Mataji, to change, to see that whole some change. It will take some time.
Hare Krishna.
Thank
Is
you
that
so
answer your
much,
question?
Prabhu. That was really nicely answered. I really appreciate your answer. Haribol.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you,
Mukund, Prabhuji. Thank you very much for
Yes,
such
Mataji.
wonderful class. And just on the point of what Jamna just asked, the thing is that even in the time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of Godhead, but
Right.
he didn't want to disturb the social, things happening. And that's why, Haridas Thakur, we call him Namachari, Haridas Thakur. And he didn't tell him, or he could take him to Jagannath temple, but he didn't. And will bring all the prasadam every day to Haridas Thakur and visit him. The Supreme Personality of Godhead was bringing everything for him. So there is no difference between Jagannath and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so we have seen that, that this happens. And I have got a personal experience which I will just share, if I could. We went to Sakshi Gopal, and my daughter Barsana was with me with her little son Arjuna, and we went there. And in the car, the Arjuna went to sleep, and so Vasana said that, Mom, you and Dad go first, and I will look after him. I don't want to leave him with the driver. And when you have the darshan, then you come back, and then I will go. I said, okay. And as you know, when we go there, you have to buy a ticket over there. So there is, I went there, we bought the ticket, and me and Prabhuji, we had a darshan, and all the pandas, they look at you and they remember your faces and everything. So after we came and give donation wherever it is, when we came back, and then I said to her, okay, you come. She said, Mom, I don't want to go alone. You come with me and let Dad sit with Arjuna. He was still sleeping. So we went together, and I went to buy the ticket. She went actually, and she went to buy the ticket, and the person didn't look at her, and he started giving tickets to others, and she was on one side, and I was looking at, and she looks at me and said, Mom, he's not giving me. And then I just said, why you are not giving him a ticket? He said, no, she is not a Hindu. And my nature, I said, you tell me how you can say you are a Hindu. And I said, she's my daughter. And then he just gave her a ticket. So he gave her a ticket, and then we went to enter through a little sort of barricade, and there was a big man staying there, and he stopped her again. And I said, he said, she can't go inside. I said, why? The same thing. She's not a Hindu. And I again said, what do you think you are? You tell me you are a Hindu. You prove it. And I said, she's my daughter. What do you want to know? Anyway, he let us go. Then we went inside, and then we are giving darshan. We are having darshan in different, there are different places, there are pujaris, and you say, and then the person looked at me, and he said, oh, you came again. And then I said, yes, I came with my daughter because she didn't want to come. So I had to explain all these things. But you can see that it's something that they look at, and then they say you are not a Hindu and all that. But the point here is that if we look at that, as we see that it's the qualities, like Prabhupada, made everybody Brahmanas and all that. But above the Brahmana is actually the Vaishnavas, and that's what we are. So it's a very interesting thing which happens actually in Jagannath Puri. There's another lady who was from, I think she was in Mayapur, and she was from origin from United Kingdom, and she married a South Indian person in, she's a disciple of Jayapataka Maharaj. And she went with Gujaratis, and her color is fair. She was covering everything. And she went to Jagannath Puri, and she was doing all the, darshans and everything. And one pujari found. And he found that she's, and then he started, and they said, no, she's our daughter and all that. But all these things are happening, so it's very difficult. But as I said, that maybe one time it will happen. But Supreme Personality of Godhead didn't do that. Srila Prabhupada didn't do that. But eventually, maybe one day it will happen that they will consider not the body, but actually their qualities of Brahmanas that they could enter. Thank you very much. Sorry, I made a big story of that, but this is truth. So we should understand.
Thank you for the nice story, Mother. I had some similar like that. Yeah, some devotees face this problem.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Thank
Anyone
you very
else? Okay, then if no other, no one else, then we can stop here. Granthra Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki
much. Jai.
Hey.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Oh, Premanand.
Hare.
Both.
Grace Mukund
Gaur
Prabhu
Bhaktivinoda
ki
ki
Jai.
Jai.
Give us darshan, Prabhu. Prabhu, darshan.
Oh, that's it. Sorry, Mother. Okay. One second.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh, focus your camera.
super blurry. Blue, why is your camera
You're
so
out
blurry?
of focus.
Yeah, it's not focusing.
Stand up.
Okay, all right. We'll let you off.
How come it came so blurry? Like, oh, there we go.
Somebody else can help.
Is that working? Oh,
No.
even when I change the camera.
No focus.
Anyway,
Oh, wait, I have it. 1 second.
The zoom setting. It's not a camera setting, the zoom setting.
Prabhu, that is, I think he has got blur the background, and so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
recognizing.
take his
Yeah, I'm just
background off.
looking. I'm just trying to get to the video effects. Here we go. There we go.
Put the party effect on. Oh.
Wow. Yeah, that's it.
Thank
Got
you.
Thank you.
Shishimad ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai
jai.
Ho.
Jai.
Haribol.
Krishna.
Haribol, thank you.
Bol,
Hari
Hari